Regardless of your business nature, effective vendor and supplier management is critical to maintaining a competitive edge. Kanban, the visual workflow management method originating from lean manufacturing, offers a robust solution to streamline and optimize these processes and relationships. Through effective leveraging of Kanban principles, you can increase efficiency, improve communication, and foster stronger relationships with your suppliers and vendors. Kanban was developed by Toyota to improve manufacturing efficiency. It involves visualizing work, limiting work in progress, and managing the flow of tasks in real time. The Kanban boards we know today display tasks as cards moving through stages of completion, for instance, through a standard to-do, in progress, done columns. Such highly visual representation can allow your team to see the status of tasks at a glance, identify bottlenecks, and continuously improve the process. We will now show how you can apply Kanban to vendor management, using a custom Kanban toolboard to map and track the process. The first step is visualizing the workflow. An online Kanban toolboard can be adapted to represent various stages of vendor and supplier management, depending on your unique flow. For example, it might use columns like this. Prospecting, a stage for identifying and evaluating new potential vendors, including tasks related to naming your specific needs, doing market research, and running initial vendor assessments. Then, a selecting column for request for proposal reviews, vendor interview setups, and any other due diligence steps. Once all those actions are done, a vendor card can be moved to onboarding for contract negotiation, setting up accounts, integrating systems, and planning introductory meetings. Then we have the orders placement and management process stage, in which the team lists all made orders, tracks shipments, and manages the inventory. In a way, it forms a workflow of its own, nested within the broader vendor's management system. As potentially holding the highest number of tasks, this step would be best split into additional substages, for instance, placed, processing, shipping, received, and closed. After that, a helpful step would be one for performance tracking, assessing vendors' collaboration, compliance, tracking ongoing relationships, managing contract changes, and addressing any issues that arise during the contract period. Finally, you could have a contract closure column to cover tasks related to contract completion, vendor evaluation, and closing out engagements. By visualizing these distinct stages, your company can gain a clearer understanding of your supplier selection process and order management workflow, making it easier to keep all aspects of your collaboration in order and identify areas for improvement. Now that the process is illustrated in detail, you can look into the other Kanban method staple, limiting work in progress. Constraining the number of items in progress at one time prevents overloading the system and improves the team's focus. By interacting only with a manageable number of vendors and orders at a time, you can ensure that each order and vendor receives adequate attention, reducing the risk of errors, delays, and miscommunication. A WIP limit-based approach can also help in maintaining a balance between your order's demand and capacity, ensuring smoother operations. Next on the agenda of the Kanban implementation will be to actively manage the flow of tasks through the system. A smooth, continuous procession is both recommended and possible with Kanban. For supplier management, it would translate to minimizing delays and ensuring timely delivery of ordered goods and services. By tracking task moves on the board, your team can quickly identify and address bottlenecks, such as delays in order processing or shipment. Continuous monitoring of the process state and the improvements that follow help maintain a consistent supply chain and boost your company's reliability and reputation. When using a Kanban toolboard, regular process review will be additionally aided through the automatically generated process metrics. The time report measures detailed working time per each task, employee, column, or board. Cumulative flowcharts aggregate the overall flow of tasks through time to signal any irregularities. Breakdown charts split the task distribution by chosen criteria. And the lead and cycle time diagram helps you assess the speed with which tasks make it between select process steps. For example, from vendor prospecting to their onboarding, or between order placement and its completion. This sort of tracking all vendor-related tasks on one intuitive team working board is likely to improve the process transparency, allowing all stakeholders, from procurement teams to senior management, to understand the status of tasks, orders, and vendor relationships, and identify potential issues early. Enhanced transparency also fosters better teamwork, leading to more informed decision-making. As we mentioned earlier, Kanban encourages continuous improvement and proactive problem-solving. And by addressing issues promptly, your company can build stronger, more collaborative relationships with vendors and suppliers. Such a collaborative approach leads to better negotiation outcomes, improved service levels, and long-term partnerships that benefit both sides. Early process inefficiencies removal will also yield faster turnaround times and reduced lead times. With that, you can better allocate the team's time, manage inventory, and meet customer demand more effectively. Consider implementing the online Kanban toolboards for their mighty visual approach to vendor and supplier management. It should help you achieve much-needed order and structure, enhance process transparency and team collaboration, as well as build stronger vendor relationships to stay competitive. To get right on your way towards easier supplier management, we welcome you to set up a free trial of our intuitive web service at kanbantool.com.